What we're going to do is I'm going to talk about a little bit of black magic. And we're going to use a few resources. That's the whole thing is, even the word resource, sorcery has to have a source. Do you understand what I'm saying? We don't have an idea of our terminology, the words, the true alphabet, and we don't have anything original. We're given a certain set of whatever it is and ingrained to accept whatever it is and never question it. That's what I've said. It's like, look, any culture or group of people, whatever it is, they don't know who they are. It's period. But what we're going to do is just talk about like a pentagram and a hexagram. Okay? When it comes to the number 11, all right? The number 11 is a product of 5 and 6. And when we get into these symbols and the evocations and stuff of black magic, 5 and 6 is the interlocking, so you have 11. So what it is, it's the interlocking of two portals. Yeah. And what we have here is a pentagram with the 2 points down. Here we have one with 1 point down. This is going to represent the goat of Mendez. Hang on. What we're going to do is I'm going to read something out of here, Transcendental Magic, Eliphas Levi, on chapter on black magic down here in the bottom in the notes. Anyways, he says this. Le Grand Arcane, which is on page 59 and 60. This comes out of this book, and all this stuff's old. It says in quote, "We have said that the devil exists and is 1,000 times more horrible and pitiless than the blackest legends represent. His essentially hybrid form is the synthesis of all nightmares. In our brain, he destroys reason. In our heart, he poisons liberty, and so does always. For he is not a person, but a blind force. He is accursed, but it is with ourselves. He sins, but it is in us. We alone are responsible for the evil which he causes us to do. For in him there is neither freedom nor reason. The devil is the beast. An evocation is therefore an appeal to the beast, and the beast alone can answer. To manifest the beast, it must first be formed within us and then projected without. To create the beast within us, we must destroy the man." So, but when we're looking at magnetism and stuff that you don't know about, what these adepts and these initiates and magus and whoever, you control the nervous system of the host, which would be any person. Okay? But I just wanted to read that because that's powerful. He says to manifest the beast, it must first be formed within us and then projected without. To create the beast within us, we must destroy the man. So, it's formed within through symbols. Okay? This point right here represents lower, I'm trying to use word terminology that your brains will understand. This represents spirit over matter, materialism. This represents matter over spirit, which materialism over spirit. This represents us, because Google sand dollar and look at it. In the middle of it, you'll see a pentagram. That's from the magnetic field. And the more you learn these symbols within nature and stuff, that's the unseen being of God we keep talking about. I ain't crazy, but you have these. Do you see what I mean? So what you have is this one. And that means you have matter over spirit. And it starts at a very young age. Okay? Let me Google something. Let me just show you something. There's 56 signatures on the Declaration of Independence. And that's our whole point with that, too. Hang on. Some of this stuff I didn't prepare for because something hit me. Let's see. Here it is. Here's a chapter on the blazing pentagram. So it'd be this. It says, we proceed to the explanation and consecration of the sacred and mysterious pentagram. At this point, let the ignorant and superstitious close the book. So, from here out, you need to leave. So he's saying, at this point, let the ignorant and superstitious close the book. They will either see nothing but darkness, or they will be scandalized. The pentagram, which in Gnostic schools is called the blazing star, is a sign of intellectual omnipotence and autocracy. It is the star of the Magi, and it is. And see, y'all don't know that. It is the sign of the Word made flesh. You don't know that. And according to the direction of its points, the absolute magical symbol represents order or confusion. Order, confusion. Matter over spirit, spirit over matter. It either represents the divine lamb and St. John, or the accursed goat of Mendes. It's what it is. It is the pentagram with 2 points in the ascendant represents Satan as the goat of the Sabbath. When 1 point is in the ascendant, it is the sign of the Savior. That's what I'm saying. So the superstitious and the ignorant, they're gone. So they will see the impression that they have is this. The front of this book scares you. Oh God, that's Satan. When it's really, you're the trick. So you're going to leave because the impression tells you to leave, even though in here he's giving it to you, telling you which one is which. That nobody has allowed you to know forever and tell you this is all fantasy and fanatical, even though it's on absolutely everything. So, and it says, the pentagram with 2 points in the ascendant represents Satan. With the 1 point as the ascendant is a sign of the Savior. The pentagram is the figure of the human body, having the 4 limbs and a single point representing the head. A human figure head downwards naturally represents a demon. That is intellectual subversion, disorder, or madness. Says, now if magic be a reality, if occult science be really the true law of the 3 worlds, this absolute sign, this sign of ancient as history is more ancient, spirit set free from the material blah 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 envelope. So what we had to do is just read something about the pentagram. We had to get that. All right, now what we're going to do is read necromancy. Some of y'all know what that is. We ain't got time to go into it, but it has to do with the dead. It says the end of procedure in black magic was to disturb reason and produce the feverish excitement which emboldens to great crimes. The grimoires once seized, listen, this book, the grimoires once seized and burnt by authority everywhere, which is this right here. So we got it. So yeah, it's like, oh, it's burnt, let's go get it. But it's not. I'll tell you, go tell you a second. This book, once seized and burnt by authority everywhere, are certainly not harmless books. And it talks about murder, theft, indicated or hinted as means to realization in almost all these works. Thus, in the Grand Grimoire, its modern version, The Red Dragon, there is a recipe entitled Composition of Death, or Philosophical Stone, a broth of aqua fortis, copper, arsenic, and verdigris. There are also necromantic processes comprising the tearing up of earth from graves with the nails, dragging out bones, placing them crosswise, blah, blah, blah. Flying, let the dead rise again from their tombs thereafter, blah, blah, blah. Hence, the recipe of the Grand Grimoire is most whatever, but we advise none of our readers to test it. He's saying, yeah, it's like it's not harmless books. So the whole thing is you watching TV is no different than you reading this. All their crazy shit is from this. And not just this, but all their little stuff. But this is washed up. All of it's washed up. Every bit of it. That's what was real was fucking gone. They got real shit on behind the scenes. This is what they did. Okay? This is what none of these books are going to tell you. Okay? I'm going to write a few things. And this is how generational empire that control us, this is what they do. Alright, do you see that word? Okay, that goes on in black magic. That's the big boy. Nobody ever, when something's never really talked about, it's number one, because you gotta have blood. In some of these books, you know, like what he's talking about is not in this book. What he was talking about is in the book that was burnt and they got rid of. And then they got rid of, you know, all the shit because the clergy was ate fuck up with black magic, all of them. They had to fucking clean their shit up. And so what they did is they burned all that shit. They still have original. We don't, not original, because in there it has original this. So they take out, you know, like fucking crazy real shit and then introduce it back when it's time. And then these authors very lazily explain black and white magic. It's very fucking childish. It is. It's garbage. You know, and it is. And the funny thing is you have fucking groups that literally this is their AA book, this is their Bible, this is their fucking tablet that people take everywhere, you know. And I'm sitting here saying it is still in print. See, the printing press, the whole ideal of that is black magic. It's because it's pressing these letters and all this. Doesn't matter if it's a fucking cartoon book. It's pressing against the subconscious, the imagination. It's pressing. We don't know that letters literally come from the zodiac and they're from Hebrew and all kinds of shit that have spirit in them. But we just, it's a letter. And we can't even pronounce easy, lazy English words. Because social media and go, well, bro, yeah, it doesn't matter. All walks of life are mentally fucking challenged when it comes to their speaking. They can't even look you in the eye anymore because of AI. It is black magic. They take out and then reintroduce stuff whenever it's time to see fit. You understand what I'm saying? But here at Aleister Crowley, what was I going to look at over here? Let's see. Well, we'll go over here to the Temple of Solomon. I was going to go over that number 418, but I don't think I'm going to do that. But right here, the pentagram, symbol of the squaring of the circle by virtue of, this is some gematria and dimensional stuff. Also, whatever, the hexagram, symbol of the macro and microcosm interlaced and hints of the end of the great work. Pentagram on breast, hexagram on back, or probationer's robe if y'all are into, you know, some societies. But this is talking about bad numbers. But their numbers are good too. 11, the great magical number, is uniting the antithesis of 5 and 6, etc. evade the magic force itself. Force. And we talked about how Satan is a force. And what do they tell you? That may the force be with you. So 11 is very evil. And I'm going to walk you through. Look, this is a blood sorcery Bible. So what we're going to do is we're going to read the very first page of this individual. Right here. Before we even get going. Written with the inspiration and input of my 9 attending demons, aptly named 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and most powerfully 9. Not a name, but 9, because 9 is the square of 3. 3, 3 has to do with this would be an offspring of this machine that controls us. You know, and this is introduced into society. This is just showing you how like in Hunger Games, when they come out in the beginning and go, which tribe's going to be picked first? That shit is this. And think about all those generations. See that, and that's what I'm saying. They guide you into it. It's just like C19. You got all these. The real trick of the black magic is the impulse hits the fucking masses. They control the airwaves, TV, radio, newspapers, all that. That's all to fucking keep you blind. And then they back out. And then they control the universities. They're pumping out these fucking careers. There's nothing going on, but they're preparing them. It's real. It's everywhere. Let's keep you up to date and everything. So the next time that they shut the motherfucker down, you got so many idiot, dummy, harmonic beings under black magic going, it's just lock them all up. That's how you slowly push generations into locking us up eventually. Through AI. They don't have nothing. It's like, that's the whole thing is AI is fucking black magic. You know, and the thing is you're not going to come out of it. It doesn't matter who you are. You are so ingrained. Let's be Joe Dirt. So you mean to tell me you're so ingrained with black magic DNA you can't even see black magic DNA all over your face? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but you're crazy. That's what we're saying. Just go to the intro. Here, I might have it. No, I don't have it on here. Where's it at? Right quick. There it is. Hang on, because I might get a... Alright, you can go to the Paramount Picture Intro HD. In the first 6 seconds, 3 and 3, you're going to get a pentagram straight to the subconscious, upside down, meaning matter over spirit. And see, that's the whole deal. The average person, by the time they get to work, they have no idea that their subconscious has literally registered fucking thousands of images. As you know, as signs or colors, you know, it doesn't matter if it's on a pole. It doesn't matter if it's on a fucking intersection. All that shit plays a role in the fluids in your brain. All of that not natural shit that we always consume and we're always around plays a role in our captivity within our subconscious. And then, of course, you've got to have fucking numbers to do black magic, and that's on all the pills. So, you know, this is not to hurt you, but, you know, we can turn it up. This is at 0. And I'm being serious. We hadn't even turned the volume. We ain't even fucking turned it on yet. Okay? We can go in any direction, any career, anything you fucking think you want to prove me wrong at, we can destroy you in less than fucking 1 minute. But see, it's what's in you that won't let it go. So I have to be respectful of that, and you need to be respectful of shit like this. You know. So when we're finally calling it what it is, American Girl doll. I mean, right there it is. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right there with the point down. Because what that does, it creates the character and the will away from God. You know, it does. It creates a false character within the host of the human cavity. It doesn't matter what toy it is. That's what they're developing, and that's what I'm saying. You create very weak fucking goy humans through what they watch and listen to over and over and over, what they've played with, you know, and I'm just here to tell you, it's straight black magic. The whole thing has been for a very long time. Look, you'll go against this, but they created all the cultures that you know of now in your brain. They created all of them. They did. What you fucking think is real, it ain't. And that's the whole thing. When you go over to the other side with all that fucking bullshit in there, that's forces, that's all of matter over spirit, there's payback for all that shit. You know, but truthfully, it's you never had the forces to begin with when you came into this world, because it won't allow you to have the forces. You know, they're literally, these babies now that's coming in, they're shots too. I mean, the mamas, they're corrupt before they even get into this world. Their whole makeup is, now it's connected to the black magic. There it is. And it's crazy how they made you do it generationally. And to where you don't even have a clue. These people do not have a fucking clue that their whole existence is a lie. The whole fucking thing. And that's why people hate me around me. They don't hate me, they hate what's in me, because the world, it's like, look, I mean, what it is that Ahrimanic nature in people. It's the world, it's that materialism that they, you know, because this is darkness and this is light. That's what I'm saying. And it's crazy when you pointed out symbols to people. They, oh, it's just a symbol. He's crazy. It's just a symbol. Is it? It's so funny that it's so powerful that you just say, it's just a symbol. It's just a symbol. Gabe's department store is this one. There's so many of them upside down because it's representing, it's here. The New World Ahrimanic Order is here. The world of materialistic black magic is here, where all this weird fucking mindset of you gotta eat pills and flying through space, gotta have fast foods, chemicals, shop all the time, that's a spirit. Where's nature in there? Where's fucking anything at all that has to do with getting involved with life forms other than your selfish lives and getting fucked up and doing nothing with your life but funding a fucking system of brands? See, they get rid of the black magic and then reintroduce it because they can't human sacrifice no more. They do it through the pills. All them numbers. Every day millions of people die, not from what they think or condition. It's from them sitting there doing nothing, and the body shuts down slowly over time. And then you build the fucking black magic wizards into what they are today. They made it. It's like that shit grows out of the ground. That's Satan. Don't you go over there and listen to him. That's Satan. That's Satan. We're going to get pills in a plastic bottle, man-made. They can't even fucking see that. So that means they're not of God. In Scripture it says not everybody's of God. So that means the forces, the ones they came in here with, they don't have it. So that's what I'm saying. You're dealing with little bitty fucking Ahrimanic beings. It's what they are. And the only thing that controls them is gadgets, billboards, these chemicals and substances. That's their circuit. And if they get out of that circuit, they fucking, and if you challenge it, they come at you. They swarm mode you like in Matrix. Hey, let's go stargaze. Fuck him, he's crazy. Swarm mode. Let's go walk down some trails and study. You're crazy. Try to get my kids. I can't even be a father to my children because people want to go out to eat all the time. Just go fuck off. That's black magic. There's nothing that's happening in the act of doing what they're doing. Not to better that family unit or to learn anything about the other side or with nothing. It's just fun and destroys the anatomy. And everybody's on their phone the whole time. That's a spirit. You see what I mean? I can't get in there. That's an ugly, ugly fucking group conscience of a being, the same way that each animal species has a group being. So does AI as a group being. It's what it is. It's a fucking dumb group being. It doesn't matter how nice, small, cute, ugly, old, young, they're all this AI little fucking circuit. It's all in there. It's all in the iris. So I got to get something to eat. I know that's fire. I love you.